Now from Fenway Park here in Boston, a good one on tap for you this afternoon between the New York Yankees and the Boston Red Sox. Which of these two will prevail? Next on the show, Roger Clemens, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. Eric, any thoughts?
Well, guys, I absolutely hated this pitch. He's got that forkball. He's not going to throw it often, but one is too many times for me to watch. It's going to have drop action. Look for it in this one, and we'll see how effective it is.
Joe DiMaggio makes his way to the plate, and we are ready for some daytime baseball.
The designated hitter, number 5.
And we are underway this afternoon as the first pitch is over for a called strike one.
First pitch, 4 o'clock.
Here's a late swing and a miss, strike two.
100 miles an hour is hard. A high 100, impossible to get on top of.
And this is swung on and missed on a great pitch that time, and the leadoff man is down on strikes to get this one started. So now let's take a look at Joe Girardi's lineup for the visiting Yankees. Who do you have your eye on, EK?
Well, you better be careful when dealing with that 5-hole hitter. He's one of the best clutch hitters in baseball. If they can get guys on base ahead of him, they'll have a great chance to hang a crooked number on the board.
First pitch on its way. Mickey Mantle stands in as he looks at a called strike. The rain, as we've mentioned, coming down fairly steadily here at game time. EK, how'd you like playing in the rain?
It wasn't that bad. The only problem, sometimes up at the plate, batting gloves would get wet while it was raining. It made it a little difficult to hit.
Off the plate and in. Hits a ball and a strike. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is James Kingsley.
Yeah, guys, he's a very solid umpire. Well respected for the strike zone he calls and the consistency he brings to the job.
Gets him to swing at a pitch down and out of the zone, 1-2. Bases are empty, one man out. Holds off on the forkball, and it's 2-2. A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Smoke the other way, high and deep to left. Back on it is the left fielder. Gone! Over the monster for a home run. A solo shot here to left as the Yankees will grab a 1-0 lead.
And you know, the only way you're going to tie this guy up on the inner half is if you go up and in. If you leave it belt high, he can handle that pitch, and he handled that one all right.
Stepping in now, Babe Ruth. As he'll take a look at ball one. Sneaks a fastball by him at the letters. It's 1-1. Very difficult to get on top of a pitch when it's coming in that high.
Darn near impossible when it's coming at you in the high 90s. You just can't get your hands up there fast enough to stay on top.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Under it is the left fielder. And he makes the catch for the second out. And with a quick breather here, let's take a look at the Red Sox on defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Yeah, Matty, Dustin Pedroia, for me, one of the best second basemen in all of baseball. Real grinder. Won multiple Gold Glove awards. One of the best hitting second basemen as well. He's a perennial all-star. Just one of the best all-around players in the game.
Settling in now, Roger Maris. He'll get to take his first cuts here. A bit high there. A ball and no strikes.
Well, that's a good thing that pitch was above the strike zone, because a few inches lower and that ball's right in his wheelhouse.
Chop foul at the plate, strike one. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate with the fastball as he backs him off a bit.
You worry a little about things snowballing from here?
Well, you know, these are two teams that don't traditionally care for each other too much, so we've seen this go south before.
To 2-2 now. Hit hard to short. Backhanded. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Yankees are off and running early thanks to the solo home run. On to the bottom of the first from Fenway. It's now 1-0 New York. Doc Gooden is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the Yanks. EK, what's the word on him?
Well, guys, remember, this starting pitcher, he's a rookie, so we'll see how he handles his nerves in this one.
Garciaparra comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The shortstop, number 10.
And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. That's going to even up the count at 2-2. Set to deal on 2-2. Sent on the ground out to second. Soriano comes up with it. One away. Now a chance here from Fenway to take a look at John Farrell's starting lineup card. Anybody catch your eye, Eric?
Well, what's new? Big Papi is a guy everyone's excited to see. He's one of the best all-around players in the majors. He's got the power to go deep, the speed to wreak havoc on the base paths, the patience to put together a good at-bat, and the ice-cold veins that allow him to thrive in clutch situations.
Number 8 is at the plate as he watches ball one. One out, nobody on. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Drilled down the line. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit.
Yeah, this fastball gets on him pretty quick at 96 miles an hour, and he does just about all you can do with it, and that's take it the other way for a base hit.
Here comes the DH now, David Ortiz. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball one. Bouncer down the line. Foul ball, however, strike one. Runner at first here, one man out. Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. Swing and a miss, and Ortiz punches out for out number 2. And with that, let's give you a look at the Yankees defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Well, guys, this manager loves to do the defensive shifts. So we're going to see a lot of odd formations as the game goes along. I can't wait to see how it works.
Babe Ruth set to take his first cuts with a man at first and 2 away.
Yeah, and he's going to have to find a gap to give that man on first a chance to score.
And prior to the first pitch, he'll look to first. And he just manages to get his hand in. And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1.
That's one of those fastballs that just never feels like it's going to be a strike. It's up at the letters, and that's a tough one to do anything with.
Before the 0-1, he'll check on first. And a dive, but he's back. A runner on first with 2 away. Now a ball hit sharply toward third. He gets dirty, but he can't make the play. It's a base hit.
That's got to be encouraging for these guys so far. They're facing one of the tougher guys around, and that's 2 hits now here in the first inning, and that ball was smoked.
So striding in, number 24, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Trying to escape unscathed here in the first. And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball. And he looks at a changeup in there, 1-1.
Yeah, curveball, then changeup here on the first couple pitches. Now might be the time to see him run that fastball in on his hands. Maybe try and get this guy to pop something up.
1-1, here it is. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
He's in a situation now where he does not want this game to get away from him. 2 guys on already. Now he's not in the strike zone to this hitter. He's got to reel it back in if you're flirting with a little bit of danger now with another ball.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Over at the knees, and that's the second strike.
A little conviction behind that fastball.
Two down, runners at first and second. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Boston strands a couple. It remains 1-0. Alex Rodriguez, the third baseman, makes his way to the plate. He'll get us started here in the top of the second.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with one swing of the bat, because you know he has big-time power.
And this is taken for a strike by the 40-year-old veteran. No balls and a strike.
And, you know, I think it's going to be important that when guys get their pitches, they take advantage. There it looked like he was taken all the way, and he may not get another pitch that catches that much of the plate.
And he falls behind 0-2. Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. Veritek corrals it, but he can't get it there in time. A-Rod is aboard after the strikeout.
Ah, the old strikeout minus the outplay. Go figure.
Batting six.
Well, unfortunately, on a wet afternoon like this one, we may see this a few more times before this ball game's over. That baseball can get awfully slick out there, and I think he just loses the handle on it.
Striding into the box, Lou Gehrig, as he'll get his first opportunity. He's set. Here it comes. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. And that's taken in straightaway right. Will he try from second? And he is in there.
And this fly ball will work almost like a sacrifice here. That'll move the guy up to third now with one out. Now, if they could just get another fly ball identical to that one, they'll be able to get themselves a run.
Jorge Posada will stand in, looking to make this a 2-0 game if he can perhaps get a ball airborne.
Yeah, you've got to put the ball in play right here. A ground ball would probably work as well, as long as you don't hit it too hard right at a corner guy.
First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball one.
Oof. That high fastball is definitely a pitch guys will pop up, and that's what he's looking for on the mound. So that's good restraint to hold back and not swing.
Swing and a miss for strike one. One out and a runner on third. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Drilled to the right side. And a backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third. It's a 2-0 ball game.
Yeah, a great start for him so far. They go up 2-0 on a base hit here. They're doing it off one of the best pitchers in the game.
Into the box now, Alfonso Soriano, and he's a bit tardy there on the first pitch fastball. It's 0-1.
And he's probably a little bit upset with himself for giving up that early run, but he really reached back for something extra right there.
The 0-1 delivery. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. And here's the ball lifted high into foul ground down the right field line. Ruth is over, and he puts it away in foul ground for the second out. Derek Jeter set to take his first cuts with a man at first and 2 away. Oh, and this ball is launched out to left field. The only question is the height, but he's got plenty of that, too. It's long gone, a home run. So a 2-run homer down the line in left. As the Yankees start to pull away a bit, it's now 4-0.
The only question with this one was it going to stay fair? It had plenty of height to it and winds up working out for him.
Into the box, Joe DiMaggio. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball one. Gotta wonder if the natives will start to get restless here.
Well, it's definitely not the start to this game this crowd was hoping for. Far from it.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Chopped foul right at home plate. It's strike one. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Tap fouled at home plate. Trying to strike him out for the second time. Fly ball out toward left center field. Ramirez has it in his tracks. And that ends the inning. but they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. On to the bottom of inning number 2. It's now a 4-0 New York lead. Jimmy Fox strides into the box now to lead off the home half of the second inning.
Well, you know, they've fallen behind by quite a bit in the early going here, so they need a good inning here to get them back in the game.
And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Oh, that one got the pitcher. But he is able to recover as he gets the out at first. 1 away now. And with that play over now, time to check and see if our man is all right. You can really see him favoring that leg. And that is his plant leg, which is always a concern. But from the way he's acting out there, I think it looks like he's going to be okay to try and continue. Wade Boggs will get his first cuts here. Just off the outside, and it's 1-0. And that's too high, ball 2. 2-0 pitch on the way. Lifted the other way to left center. Mantle sprinting after it, but he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap. And he'll cruise into the bag at second with a 1-out double.
Batting 8th, catcher, Jason Veritek.
Into the box, Jason Veritek, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Here's the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. 1 out and a runner on second base. Too low with a fastball there. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
And even on 1 and 2 now, you've got to expand the strike zone a little up there. You can't go down looking here. You've got to put this ball in play.
Fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again. Now he lifts a high pop-up, drifting into foul territory on the right side. And he's able to look this one in over near the on-deck circle, and that's out number 2.
Batting 9th.
So a runner in scoring position with 2 men gone, and that'll bring up the former MVP second baseman Dustin Pedroia. Hit on the ground to short. Jeter is there. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Red Sox leave 1. They trail here 4-0. Mickey Mantle is into the box as we are all set to begin the third.
Well, guys, they jumped out to that big lead early on in this game, but you really can't get comfortable. You have to keep putting pressure on.
And, boy, a high strike called there. That's not all that consistent, but it's strike 1.
Now, after a rough couple of innings, you'd like to give your guy a chance to straighten himself out here, but I also think you got to keep your options open in case he just doesn't have it.
Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
You can tell he's still frustrated after that first called strike. It's still on his mind.
And he reaches for one out of the zone and misses rather badly for the first out.
You know, and this is one of the few downsides to being a guy with tremendous strength at the plate. Once you get that thing started, it's really hard to put on the brakes, and he winds up breaking the plane right here, and that's strike 3.
Standing in now, Babe Ruth. Started to go down after it, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike 1. And boy, they're really giving him fits inside now as he can't get extended there, and it's 0-2 now.
That got in his kitchen big time right there.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
Yeah, after that last swing, I would have thought they'd go right back in, but that's actually not a bad location because I doubt he was looking for something out there.
Boy, and here's a drive. Deep left field, and the long ball's going to bite him for the 3rd time today as this one is gone. A home run. A solo shot here to left, and that'll stake the Yankees to a 5-0 lead now.
Boy, that guy on the mound right now is absolutely livid. He knows that he threw way too hittable of a pitch in the situation when he's ahead in the count like that. He should be mad at himself.
In now, Roger Maris.
Roger.
Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball 1. Seems like they're showing a lot of faith in this guy, leaving him out there.
And I think you appreciate that as a pitcher, but sometimes when you don't have it, you don't have it. Looks like this is going to be one of those times.
Now a swing, and he pops him up. Right up the chute. This may be tough behind the plate. Oh, and he botches it.
Being out there during day games, I can tell you, it is no fun trying to find the baseball against a high sky like this, and here, he just doesn't pick it up.
Down low, 2 balls and a strike. The ball flying around the yard in this one, as you see so far there. Got a piece. It's 2-2.
2-2.
And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2. On deck, Alex Rodriguez. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Well, some guys use the fastball to get to 2 strikes and then use something else to get you out. Not this guy. He works backwards here and winds up getting them with back-to-back fastballs in the end.
Stepping in now, Alex Rodriguez. As he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. Two out, nobody on. And he can't get A-Rod to bite on it. It's 2-0.
This is a good approach when you're facing a pitcher you're not too familiar with. Take a look at a few and see what he's got.
3-0 now.
I think at this point, a 2-out walk isn't the worst thing in the world. You'd like to avoid it if you can, but this can be a dangerous spot if you just groove one.
And that's going to be ball 4 to A-Rod, and with a base open, you can't fault the thinking much there.
Yeah, and that's not the first time he's had the bat taken out of his hands. You see right there, a lot of pitchers just said, hey, with an open base, forget about it. I'm going to let the next guy try to beat me.
Into the box now, Lou Gehrig. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1.
When you're already down 5, the last thing you want to do is keep falling behind guys.
2 out with the man at first. And this one's on the inside corner, 1-1. High fly ball out to deep right field. Ruth ranging back. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. Yanks able to add on one more via the solo home run. We played 2.5. 5-0 New York. Garciaparra digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
And guys, this is the guy you want leading off this inning. He's your leadoff man, so maybe he can get things started, set the table for a little bit of a rally.
Watches a fastball right there for strike 1.
Now that he's fully loose out there, you can see he's getting a little more zip on that fastball than he had coming out of the gate.
A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. And another foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. 1-2. Here it comes. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
Sometimes if you let that changeup go too soon, it'll take off on you. He's lucky that didn't hit him.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Locked in a good battle. Here comes another one. Swung on and hit in the air down the left field line. Maris moves over, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Now batting.
Number 8 stands in. First pitch curveball runs in a bit too tight. It's ball 1. Fastball, and that thing got up there at 95 miles an hour. A ball and a strike. Bases are empty. 1 man out. And he's a little too high with that one. 2 balls and a strike. Cut fastball that time, but he doesn't bite, and now it's 3-1.
And he's got a little bit of work to do now to avoid that first walk.
And the count will be full. 1 out, nobody on. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Chopped foul over towards the coaching box. He's ready. Now the payoff pitch. And a fastball misses there. Ball 4.
Hey, you know what? That's all right. He gave him a pretty good battle up there, and he never gave in to him. A walk you can work around. A home run, you can't.
Digging in, David Ortiz. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
From the stretch. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball one. 1-0. Two and 0.
And this is where a guy who's been around a long time knows, hey, we're not going to make up the difference with just one swing. It's going to take base runners. So that's a good job of being really patient at the plate.
Throw over to first. And a dive, but he's back in. Ready with the 2-0 pitch. Outside. 3-0 now. You have to figure that he's really going to need to keep the walks in check if he's going to have success here.
I was thinking the same thing. No free rides. You got to make these guys earn it.
And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1.
Yeah, and it's tough enough to hit 95+ mile-an-hour fastballs. That curve gives you something else to think about altogether.
And he misses again. Ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on balls.
Boy, and he's not too thrilled with that call out there on the mound. And you know what? I don't blame him. I mean, have a look where this pitch is. That catches an awful lot of the plate, and I think I'd be mad if I were him.
Standing in now, Babe Ruth. And a bouncing ball, foul. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Swing and a ball yanked down the right field line. And that is down for extra bases as this will get 1 home and maybe 2. The runner from second crosses the plate and makes it a 5-1 contest.
Center fielder number 24.
Good AB right there. That 1-out double there gets him a run. And now, with runners on second and third, another base hit can make this a big inning.
Into the box, Manny Ramirez, as he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike 1.
Pretty cool right there. You know, it's so important in a tough spot to get that first pitch strike over. And he's able to jump ahead.
Belted high and deep into right center. Mantle going back on it. Still ranging back. Gone! So a 3-run shot to right center field. As they pull within 1 here, it's now a 5-4 game.
Well, they certainly were sitting pretty to start this inning. They had a 5-1 lead, but things have been turned all upside down now. All of a sudden, a huge 3-run shot, and that's made this a 1-run game.
First baseman,
Stepping in now,
7.
Jimmy Fox. As he'll look at a changeup that drops below the knees for ball 1.
And now, even with 4 runs in against you here in the inning, you got to just wipe the slate clean and just take the approach that you're starting over out there.
Grounder hit hard down the first baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1.
Yeah, another curveball here that can't find the zone. He's really had his share of troubles with location so far this inning.
Now a curveball here, nowhere close. That's in the dirt. It's 3-1.
Well, he's going to have to straighten himself out here pretty quickly, or he's going to be in danger of coming out of this ball game.
And there's a called strike at the knees as he was hoping for a base on balls there, but it's a full count now, 3-2. Hot shot on the ground is short. To his left, Jeter in time to first, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, third baseman, Wade Boggs.
Wade Boggs walks into the box, reached base with a double his first time up.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
Drilled on the ground to short. Jeter fields it cleanly. Throw in time, and they stop the bleeding as this side is retired. But 4 runs score in the inning, 3 coming right here on the 3-run home run. We played 3 full. It's the Yankees 5 and the Red Sox 4. Jorge Posada will stand in to lead things off here in what's now a brand new ball game.
Yeah, and how about that last half inning? Now it's up to these guys to respond, maybe punch back, if you will.
Here's the first pitch to him. And, looked inside, but that's ruled a strike, 0-1. Well, that man's got to be feeling a little better about things out there on the mound.
He sure does. His guys got him right back into the ball game, and now they need him to put up a shutdown inning here so those bats can go back to work.
Check swing grounder to the right side. Throw to first in time, 1 gone here in the 4th.
Now batting, second baseman,
Alfonso Soriano is at the plate now, flied out in his first at-bat. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1. And it's quickly 0-2. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. 0-2 count, and the pitch. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2.
Well, he might have just said, look, you're going to have to take this one because you ain't fouling that one off.
And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
And the hope was that he would have chased one of those pitches, but now on 2-2, I don't think you fool around anymore.
He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
The batter, number 11, shortstop.
Derek Jeter will try things again. He hit that 2-run homer his first time.
Yeah, and he jumped all over a first pitch fastball in that at-bat and just drove it right out of here. So let's see if he's aggressive early in the count once again.
Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball 1. Line toward the gap in left center, and that's in for his second hit of the afternoon. The relay not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Well, no shortage of offense early on. That's already 10 hits combined between these two teams, and he pulls into second with a hard hit double right here.
Into the box now, Joe DiMaggio, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1.
I'll give him this. He's not intimidated up there. Well, that was inside. Close to triple digits. He didn't even flinch.
Hits are even right now at 5 aside. Skied into straightaway right. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Danger averted following the 2-out double. Steve, Eric, and I return to Boston after this. Jason Varitek come in now to lead things off against our starter, who probably wishes he had a mulligan to use on that last inning.
Yeah, he was doing just fine up until the last time he took the mound. He's got to hope that that was just an aberration, or he might not stick around to see another inning.
First offering on its way. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
And for that guy right there, this is going to be an important inning. He's already given up 4 runs through 3. And you know, they need to get a minimum of 5, hopefully 6 innings out of him. So he needs to show something right here.
Low and away as he misses again, 2-0.
And down by a run, a leadoff walk would certainly help the cause. He's got to shrink that strike zone here and not chase anything that he shouldn't be swinging at.
Swing and a liner, but foul. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
And this is a nice job so far out of that number 8 hole. Taking some pitches, trying to get on, leading off the inning.
Chopped foul right at home plate. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. High pop up. And A-Rod will look this one in for the first out.
The second baseman, number 15, Dustin Pedroia.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Dustin Pedroia. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Into the windup and the pitch. Breaking ball for a strike, 0-1. Very weakly on the ground. That winds up foul for the second strike. Out in front of that one, may have been looking fastball. Good job just to make contact. Now the 0-2 pitch. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. On his way to pitch number 75. Got him.
And you can see he is none too happy about that last call. I think he's saying it was low, and well, now I know he was saying it was low. But you know, you can't show up an umpire like that. He may have just cost his guys another inch or 2 on close calls.
In now, Garciaparra, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce one foul for the first strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. A little bit off the outside, it's 1-2.
That's a good spot for that fastball on 0-2. That couldn't have been an easy take.
Here's the 1-2 delivery. Changeup, and that fades down and away, 2-2.
And I think that's what they were trying to set him up for. Going with that changeup down in the zone on a 1-2 count. Very difficult to react to, but he did a great job of holding back.
2-2 pitch is lofted in the air out to right field. Ruth is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Red Sox go down 1-2-3, and the deficit holds at 5-4. Mickey Mantle heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1.
That rain is really coming down now. That's as hard as it's been all afternoon.
The windup and the 0-1. Outside for a ball, 1-1.
He wanted to go after that one, but that's a good eye to just watch it all the way in.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Curveball, and he thought it was strike 2. Instead, it goes to 3-1.
Well, this is a good job to work the count from 0-1 to 3-1, and now he's really in the driver's seat to see a fastball.
And a good eye here as he takes ball 4, and it's a base on balls to lead off the 5th inning.
Sometimes this is just what you need. You know, you're in the middle innings now. You can grind out a walk, make that guy throw a few pitches, get him into the stretch. That's where you can finally put him away.
Babe Ruth comes forward now. A home run in his last at-bat.
I can't imagine they're going to give him anything to hit this time around.
First things first, here's a throw over. A dive, but he's back.
Got a pretty good lead right there.
Pitch out. Nothing doing. Throw over to the bag, and the runner back easily.
Just checking.
On a great pitch there, caught him reaching. It's 1-1.
Yeah, and you know, this is a spot where you just have to make him bring the ball down. It's very difficult to do anything positive when it's up that high.
A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. The 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out. It's fair to say that early on, at least, the runs have come in bunches here this afternoon. A high-scoring affair thus far, and we're only in the 5th inning. Roger Maris will try it again. He's grounded out and struck out in 2 trips.
Yep, not showing too much so far, but he's got a chance to make something happen right here. See if he can put those other ABs behind him.
Oh, wild pitch, but the catcher is able to knock it down. And he'll make it in easily at second, as I'd imagine that'll be scored a passed ball.
And sometimes that curveball just has a mind of its own. Now, remember, it's got a lot of spin to it, so if you don't get it right in the pocket behind the plate, sometimes this will happen. That'll be ruled a pass ball.
Looking to keep this a 1-run game.
That's a ball.
And he misses with it, 1-1.
That's a pitch you have to lay off right there. That tight slider busting down and out of the zone, all that can do is tie you up.
Here's the 1-1. And he'll take a look at a strike on the inside corner. It's 1-2. 5 runs, 5 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. This is line to left, and that's in there. Base hit. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only 1 away.
You think he was looking for a fastball there? I think he was. That's about as hard a hit ball as you're going to see, and he was right on that one.
Standing in now, Alex Rodriguez, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1.
Now with runners at the corners, up by 1 with 1 away, you know, some managers, they will at least consider the possibility of a hit and run here.
Runners are at first and third, one away. Runners off for second. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. It's high, but a fine play to come down with it at second, and he's out trying to steal a base.
Well, with one away in the inning, they're thinking they'd like to get a second runner into scoring position. And that was wishful thinking because a good throw takes care of him trying to steal second.
Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. And this ball runs away for ball two. 2-1. All away here to start the at-bat.
And that's fine, but you can't be afraid to work inside. You can jam this guy. Get him to roll over something. You don't have to strike him out.
Chop foul over towards the dugout. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Breaking ball. That's in the dirt as he takes a ball.
And now with that pitch count getting up there just a little bit, you can see that some of these pitches are missing just a little farther away than they were earlier.
He's set. Here's the 3-2. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. One left for the Yankees. They lead it 5-4. Number 8 steps in now.
Leading off for the Red Sox, left fielder, number 8.
And here's a first pitch curveball that bounces on him there. It's ball 1. Just missing here, 2-0.
Sometimes all it takes is just one call to go against you, like that one right there, and then you get yourself out of your own rhythm. You got to be able to put that behind you and move on.
That one's more like it, he says. Back to 2-1 now.
And at the plate, if you've got an umpire helping you out, no reason to go after a borderline pitch on 2-0.
At the knees for a called strike, and it's back to even at 2-2. A little late with the swing, but he stays alive. Still 2-2. Lifted in the air out to left field. Maris on the move, one away.
Now batting number 34, designated hitter, David
Ready now,
Ortiz.
David Ortiz. He scored after reaching on a walk in his first at-bat. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1.
Well, one of the reasons he's not pitching well is because he's only thrown a first pitch strike about 50% of the time. That's not a good enough percentage to get ahead of hitters.
Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Protecting with 2 strikes, went out of the zone that time, but he stays alive. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the second out.
Yeah, not a real good job of pitch recognition there. I mean, this ball was going to be in on his hands to begin with. I don't know quite what he saw that made him want to swing at that thing, but it just completely locked him up there.
Into the box, Babe Ruth. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1.
And it looks like he's rebounded pretty well from that rough inning a couple innings back. He put up a 0 last time, and he's close to doing it again.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. 2 out, nobody on. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Ready to deliver the 1-2. To first. Gehrig scoops it up, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Both teams battling the elements thus far, but we've got a tight game through 5. We return to Fenway Park after this. Carson Smith will get the call here as he'll start the 6th inning on the mound.
Number 39, Carson Smith.
Lou Gehrig steps in here to lead off the 6th as the rain continues to fall here.
Well, I'm glad I'm up in this cozy booth with you guys because it kind of looks pretty miserable down there to me.
First pitch is a changeup for a called strike. And there's ball 1.
The count's 1-1.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Garciaparra is up with it. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Now batting, catcher, Jorge Posada.
Jorge Posada will dig in here. 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far.
Yeah, putting the ball in play, sometimes that's half the battle.
Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1.
He just about went around. He was lucky to put on the brakes when he did.
Here's a changeup that's right there, 1-1. Five runs, 6 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. Sinker misses that time, and it's 2-1. Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit.
And whatever you do, you can't let that previous call eat at you. You've got to come back with your best pitch here on 3-1.
Sinker misses. Ball 4.
And that whole at-bat, I felt like he didn't really want to challenge this guy. And I think this is a guy in the bottom third of the order that you really have to go after.
Alfonso Soriano will stand in now. He flew out in his first time around and then was a strikeout victim last time. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike. 0-1. Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right. Ruth is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. Derek Jeter will dig in again, and as he does, we'll flash you back to inning number 2 as you get a look at his 2-run homer that was a big blow early on. First delivery to him on the way. He'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. And with 2 away here, this is not the time to lose the strike zone.
Especially not to a number 9 hitter. The last thing you want to do is turn this lineup over and give these guys a shot to make something out of this inning after all.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. In danger now of a second walk out of the bullpen.
Not exactly providing relief. He's got to find it here somehow.
And a good comeback there. It's 3-1.
And at the plate, he might have been told, look, you're taken until you get a strike. Not a bad idea.
A runner on first with 2 away. High in the air out to center field. Ramirez is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Yanks leave 1. They hold on to a 5-4 lead. Manny Ramirez will step toward the box here, and as he does, we flash you back to inning number 3 as you check out his 3-run home run. A big blow early on. Double-barreled action in the Yankee bullpen now. A lefty and a right-hander start to get loose. And he'll look at a first-pitch curveball that's in the dirt. It's ball 1. EK, the starter, creeping up on 100 pitches now, but that number alone doesn't appear to be affecting him too much at all.
Yeah, he still looks sharp. Still, with the way that teams handle pitchers nowadays, I don't think he'll wind up going much further.
Perhaps a little low there. It's 2-0.
He's showing pretty good patience here for a rookie. Those were 2 tough takes, but he's got it to 2-0.
Chopped weakly to the left. And a throw onto first by A-Rod is in time. 1 away.
First baseman, number 7, Jimmy Fox.
Jimmy Fox will stride forward now. He's bounced out a couple of times already here in the ball game.
Just a little off on his earlier swings, guys. He's got to keep that top hand palm up through contact to keep him rolling over.
And this misses outside and a bit high. 1 ball, no strikes. That's inside. 2-0. And through 5 1/3, already coming up on 100 pitches here. Take sign must have been on there because that's right down the middle. Strike 1.
Yeah, and it seems like he kind of got away from that pitch here in the last few innings. You got to think about bringing that one right back.
That's 3-1 now. Wade Boggs waits on deck. And this will be nowhere close as his control deserts him here. It's a 5-pitch walk.
And you know what? You hate giving up walks, but with a 1-run lead and a guy like this up there, better to put him on first than to challenge him and give him a shot to tie the ball game.
Wade Boggs will step in. A ground out victim as last time.
And Matt, with the double play in order, they'll obviously be looking to induce another ground ball out of him right here.
And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Now a throw over to first and a dive, but he's back in there.
Why not? Make him get dirty.
1-0 pitch on the way. And he watches one split the middle here. 1-1. That's right there at the belt. 1-2 now.
Now you can't look for a specific pitch. You just got to protect the plate.
Runners on first with one down. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. You see anything mechanically that leaps out at you about what might be going wrong?
I just kind of think he's overthinking things out there. You hear catchers talk about telling pitchers to trust their stuff, and I think right now he's just not trusting his stuff.
And he'll dive back in safely. Now this is on the ground to first. We'll see if they can get 2. One there. Back to the pitcher. Covering. It's a double play, and the inning is over. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. 7th inning coming up. It's the Yankees 5 and the Red Sox 4. Welcome back to Fenway Park here in the great city of Boston. Yankees leading this one as we get ready to start the 7th, but before we do, here's a look at our game summary to this point. Koji Uehara is on to pitch now as he'll take over to start inning number 7.
Koji Uehara.
Joe DiMaggio will stand in, and they've done a good job keeping him off base at the top of the lineup. He's 0 for 3 thus far.
Yeah, guys, not really providing the spark that they usually hope to get out of him. Maybe he can make something happen right here.
And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. A good tailing fastball for a strike, 1-1. Hit hard to short. Gets dirty and gloves it. He goes to first. Got him.
Oh, what a play.
Once this gets past the pitcher, I figured it was a sure base hit, but the shortstop comes out of nowhere to dive for this thing and then throw a bullet over to first for the out.
Mickey Mantle will stand in again, but first we'll flash you back to the very first inning of the ball game. And here you go, a solo home run that had him off and running early on. And that's in there for strike 1. Not the greatest at-bat thus far as he misses that pitch in the dirt and falls behind 0-2 now.
And that's right where you want to be with your specialty pitches. If you can start them knee high and let them dip out of the strike zone, you'll have a lot of success with locations like that one.
And a swing and a miss here, so it's a quick 2 outs to start the 7th.
Well, you know when you get 2 strikes on you, you go into that protection mode up there at the plate. Let's see where this pitch winds up. Oh, yeah, that thing's nowhere near the strike zone, and that's a good job of making a guy go fishing for something he didn't really want to hit.
Into the box now, Babe Ruth. And she'll take a look at ball 1. And, looked like ball 2 below the knees, but it's ruled a strike, and that evens the count at 1-1.
When you've been around the game this long, sometimes that's what you call a respect strike.
And a splitter here, but he had a bit too much on it as this bounces up to the plate. Dribbled back toward the mound. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. They lead it 5-4. Dylan Betances will get the ball now as he'll take over on the mound to start the home 7th.
Dylan Betances.
Jason Varitek will stand in now, hoping to get on top of one for a change. He's popped out in successive plate appearances.
Well, Matt, so much of hitting is being able to make the necessary adjustments, and he needs to make one here.
Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. Grounded back up the middle. A spin and a throw, and the throw here is in time. Very nicely done there at short for the first out. One away, and here's the 2008 AL MVP, Dustin Pedroia. In there, strike one.
That thing's coming in there hot. 96 miles an hour.
Betances is ready. Here he comes, 0-1. This is swung on and lifted down the left field line, but it'll get back into the crowd as he jumps ahead of him now, 0-2. Chop foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now. And Pedroia swings through that one as he's set down on strikes for the second out.
And this is why, as a hitter, working the count in your favor is so important. I mean, here, this is probably a ball, but you can't risk taking this pitch on 1-2 and hope that you get the benefit of the umpire's call. You pretty much have to swing at it, even though you probably wouldn't have been able to do much with it in the first place.
Stepping in now, Garciaparra, as he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike one.
Corner paint right there, 97 miles an hour. What are you going to do with that?
Nothing in one count. Here it comes. And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1. Bases are empty here with two men out. One and two now as that one's fouled off. And it's to 2-2 now with the bases empty and two gone here in the inning. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Red Sox. Still down a run. It's 5-4. Leading off the inning, Roger Maris, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning. Uehara looks in. Here's the first pitch. On to the eighth now as the first pitch is a fastball that's looked at for ball one. There's a belt-high strike to even the count at 1-1.
Yeah, that finds a zone, but some of these pitches are getting a little too much elevation. That could come back to bite him.
Ready with the 1-1 pitch. And the third baseman will have a look at it, but this is back into the seats. Here he comes on a ball and two strikes. And he struck him out, so he's down on strikes for the second time this afternoon.
Yeah, in the 8th inning of a one-run game, it's always important to get that first out. Put that offense on their back heels.
Alex Rodriguez will stand in here. 0 for 2 with a run scored so far. Hit hard on the ground towards second. There is Pedroia. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out.
Now batting, first baseman
Lou Gehrig strides in, grounded out his last time through. First pitch of the at-bat. This is well struck, high and deep toward the left field corner. And he pushed it just a bit too much. It'll wind up a foul ball. Now the 0-1. And no swing, apparently. Ball 1.
And you'd be in trouble at the plate if you fell behind 0-2 against this guy, so he's fortunate to hold up in time.
A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. A little bouncer, but it gets foul. 2 out, nobody on. Hit out towards second. Played on the backhand. Off balance throw, but he couldn't get enough on it, so it'll be scored as an infield single.
And here's a situation where, heck, just make contact. Put the ball in play. You never know. Winds up beating this ball out.
Jorge Posada stands in. Reached on a walk in his last trip. Here comes the first pitch. Swung right over the splitter there. 0-1. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. 2 out with the man at first. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. One pitch is a slider that's cut on and missed for strike 2. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. And here's a pitch inside, and that got him.
Yeah, he hasn't made too many mistakes on the mound so far, but hitting a guy here with 2 strikes is definitely not something he was trying to do.
Alfonso Soriano steps in for a big at-bat in this one. 2 on, 2 away here in the 8th.
Yeah, this is a huge moment in this ballgame, Matt. I mean, you might be looking at this at-bat when it's all over as one of the turning points in this game.
High in the air and deep to straightaway left. Racing back the left fielder at the track. And a very important insurance run comes around to score from second. In to score is the runner from first. That makes it 7-4.
Well, this is just a great illustration of not trying to do too much here and just letting that wall be your best friend. He knows that if he can just get something airborne right there, he's going to be in pretty good shape. And sure enough, he's able to knock this one off the monster out there in left, and he's going to pick up a couple RBIs and a double for his trouble.
Louis Tiant will enter the ball game out of the pen as he'll look to get the final out here in the top of inning number 8. And some action now in the Boston bullpen as a right-hander's up and throwing. Standing in now, Derek Jeter, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. shot towards second. But this is right to Pedroia, and the inning is over. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. It's the Yankees 7 and the Red Sox 4. Number 8 will be the batter. 1 for 2 thus far.
Left fielder, number 8.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. A fastball here as they'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. This man out for a second inning of work, and why not? He set him down 1-2-3 the last time around.
Right, and with 2 strikeouts mixed in there as well. Just let him keep going.
He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. A quick out number 1.
Now batting number 34, designated hitter,
David Ortiz ready to take another shot. Went down on strikes his last time up. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike.
And time's getting short here. You don't want to have to face that closer in the 9th inning needing 3 runs. They need to cut that gap down somehow.
1-1. And he lays off for a ball. 2-1. Bases are empty. 1 man out. And he lays off again. Ball 3. Babe Ruth is on deck. And that is in there at the letters to run it full. 3-2. Lost him here on 3-2 as that pitch misses. It's ball 4.
Wow, just a great at-bat right there. Simple as that. Patient, laid off some tough pitches. He was rewarded.
Babe Ruth will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. Runner at first here. 1 man out. That evens it up. 1-1. Now a fastball as he has to lean out of the way there. Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. Squared that one up just a little late. And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2.
You know, it seems like every time we check these out and show motion, it always looks like the bat breaks the plane. Look here, sure enough, I don't think he holds up in time. Looked to me like that was the right call.
Into the box, Manny Ramirez, as the first pitch misses high and inside for ball 1. A runner on first with 2 away. Boy, that fastball is just sizzling up there. 1-1. Fastball taken inside for a ball. 2-1 now. And the pitch on 2-1. Could have been 3-1. Instead, it's 2-2.
And we've seen guys swing at that four-seam riding fastball up in the zone. But you're never going to get on top of that thing when it's up that high.
Here's the pitch on 2-2. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. 1 left for the Red Sox. They're on the short end of a 7-4 score. Kicking off the top of the 9th, Joe DiMaggio, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning. Tiant's ready. First pitch on the way. Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
Well, not close on either of these first 2 pitches. I mean, he's going to have to find the release point quick before he loses the leadoff guy.
From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. And he gets this fastball over. It's 2-1. Hit well on the ground to first. A dive, and he knocks it down. And a good try to recover that time, but he'll beat it out as he's aboard to kick off the inning.
Now batting, center fielder, Mickey Mantle.
Mickey Mantle strides into the box now. Launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. Here's a look over to first, but the runner's back easily.
Keeping an eye on him.
And that misses inside. 1-0. Nobody out, runner on first. Had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. Outside, 2-1.
Yeah, and when that pitch starts off outside, it's much easier to get a better view of it and then just lay off.
The 2-1 on its way. Hit in the air to straightaway center. Ramirez will settle under it to make the play for the first out as the runner will have to head back to first. Babe Ruth is set to take some more swings. He homered back in the 3rd inning. Now he turns on a fastball and sends it deep down the right field line. Gone! A two-run blast to straightaway right field, his second of the game, as this is now a 5-run cushion.
Sometimes these pitchers, they let their egos get the better of them. Here, instead of working the corners, maybe using something with a little more movement, gives him a straight challenge. Winds up costing him.
In now, Roger Maris. Grounded up the first baseline, but a foul ball here, 0-1. Scorch to third. Boggs has it. Throw gets him. 2 down.
The third baseman, number 13, Alex Rodriguez.
Alex Rodriguez stands into the box. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Lays off 1-0. That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. 1-1, here it comes. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Ready on 1-2. Chop foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Ooh, there's a tough one to take right there on a 1-2 pitch, especially after fighting off so many pitches leading up to that one.
Straight 3 called, and the inning is over. Yankees get a couple on the 2-run home run. Last chance now coming up for the Red Sox. It's the Yankees 9 and the Red Sox 4.
Now pitching for New York.
New pitcher to tell you about, and it's a guy drafted number 6 overall out of North Carolina in 2006, the 6'6" lefty Andrew Miller. Jimmy Fox will be the first one to greet him, as he'll have to turn around and bat from the right side of the plate here.
When you're 0 for 3 in a game already, I think you're really happy to see a new pitcher in this ballgame. Maybe something will change for him.
Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. The 0-1. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. And here's a ball hit in the air. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Hit to third. And a throw on to first by A-Rod is in time, 1 away.
Now batting, third baseman, Wade Boggs.
Wade Boggs gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. Here's a high pop-up. Posada has a play. 2 down.
Now batting, catcher, Jason Varitek.
Jason Varitek makes his way to the plate, needing to make something happen. They're down to their final out in the 9th inning.
Yeah, it's not looking too good for him anymore, but you know what? There's no clock in this sport, and that's for good reason. You've got to fight for all 27 outs.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he'll power in a fastball, that time at 94 for strike 1.
And that's about where he'll sit with that fastball, 93, 94. And that's plenty hard enough to blow it by guys when you need to.
And a fastball there is inside as that one backed him up a bit.
He will definitely give you something to think about up there. There are no comfortable at-bats against this guy.
Swing and a miss, and the Red Sox are down to their final strike now.
He's going to need to crank that swing up another notch if he's going to catch up to those.
Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Now a swing and a drive down the line. This has the height, and it's a fair ball over the monster for a home run. So a solo shot down the line in left as they've cut this deficit down to 4.
Boy, I want you to check out the location of where this pitch is in the strike zone. It's up and it's right down the middle. I mean, maybe you get away with that to a 220 hitting backup catcher, but not to a guy like this.
Dustin Pedroia will stand in to keep things going. And I don't know, Steve, is the comeback on?
Well, at the very least, I like that they're showing some character out there. You never want to go down without a fight, so they're going to make these final at-bats count.
He's set, and the pitch. On the ground to the left side. On to first, and that will seal matters here this afternoon.
And you know what? I don't care who you're playing. You know, it's never easy to go out on the road and win any game. So that was a great effort by them in every phase of the game.
Well, a pretty good offensive show of force in this one. Probably at least a couple of players deserving. But, gentlemen, let's go ahead and give this man the nod as our top player of the game.
Yeah, he connected on a couple of long home runs. Really put his guys on his back and carried them to the victory.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show.